Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. All it takes is like 1 second of a delay in a Facebook Live.
For us
really
to be
throws
like,
us off. Is it going to happen?
All right, we're here.
It is.
Every weekday morning you can find us here live on Facebook. Of course, it stays on your feed throughout the day so you can get your news and weather headlines that way. We make it into a podcast when we're done. We don't. But of course, our good friends over at the farm make it into a
the
podcast.
gods that be.
Yes,
Magically.
those super talented folks. So go to inform.com/podcast, look for the Inform Minute. Also online, check out our Inform YouTube channel, or of course, just to join us live on TV every weekday morning. That's where you find us, 5 to 7 on WDAY. All right, heading into the weekend. We've had such gorgeous weather lately. Yesterday was amazing.
Beautiful.
Things are changing though today. Can we just talk about yesterday?
Yeah, let's just, who cares about the fact that it's icing outside right now? That doesn't matter. So yeah, sunshine yesterday, a little bit of a breeze, but not bad at all. Ended up at 49 here in Fargo, which was enough to set a new record. Our record was 48 prior to yesterday from 1998. And so 49, while be it not 50, was enough to break the record.
That's all it took.
Yeah, Wheeler cracked a funny joke on the 6th last night, saying something like, I don't think anyone's too sad that we didn't hit 50 degrees because it was still 49 and still a record breaker, and it was lovely outside.
Yeah.
So we did do a lot of melting yesterday. Now we have clouds. They really moved in while you were sleeping overnight. It's fairly gray outside, probably noticing not as much light with the sunrise this morning as we did yesterday morning, because we have the clouds. With that is a little surge of moisture. We have some areas of mist and drizzle and flurries and sprinkles this morning. All of it is very light, but it's just enough to cause some problems or make you turn on the windshield wipers. We're sitting at 39 degrees in Fargo right now, so any mist or drizzle that we're getting is just mist or drizzle. Wipe the windshield, you're good to go. Up north, that's not the case. The temp is right near 32. You get mist or drizzle at 32 degrees, and that can create a skating rink.
Yeah.
I just got off the phone with our news director. He's driving into southern Grand Forks County right now on I-29, and he said it's starting to mist a little bit. So he is picking up on it. He said his truck is reading 32 degrees right now. So if that's you,
much better at up to
update,
the minute.
yeah. So it's
like
happening.
right now.
It is misting. Temp is right near freezing. I just talked to one of my old professors. He's the observer at the Grand Forks Airport, so he goes in and reports what's happening. Just had a note from him that some flat surfaces at the airport in Grand Forks do have a coating of ice. So those are live updates for you. That this is happening. We're getting some freezing drizzle. Radar showing some pink through southern Grand Forks County, Grand Forks itself, and then all the way back to the west into Nelson County. So those are some areas that are probably turning a little bit slippery this morning.
You're right on with your forecast.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's exactly what she said. If you're
On
watching
First
First
News.
News this morning,
Yep. So there's a little arm of moisture that's close to Highway 2 right now and is dropping down to the south. Temp here in Fargo will likely stay above freezing today, so we probably won't get icy. Later tonight, when the system becomes a little more widespread, gets a little more oomph to it, it'll switch from rain over to snow. So some wet, slushy, snowy roads will happen late tonight into early tomorrow for Fargo, Valley City, Detroit Lakes, and points off to the south. So then it becomes more of a southern situation. I'm talking 1 to 3 inches wet, slushy snow, so just enough to make things slippery, but not like a shutter downer. Big difference this time compared to last weekend is the lack of wind. Wind to gust 15 to maybe 20. Last weekend it was gusting 50 to 60.
I'm glad you're pointing out the difference because that was really a big weather event.
Yeah, all of a sudden it was like, whoa, you can't see, and interstate's closed.
Nasty.
Yeah, it did become nasty in a hurry. So this time there's not as much wind. Now I'm not saying it's going to be perfect on the roads. You're still going to have wet, slushy, slippery roads. If there's a gust to 20, it might get a little hard to see. Yeah, but it's not gusting 50 to 60 like last time. So slippery roads early tomorrow, improvement through the weekend. Tomorrow, probably a gray, kind of gloomy day. I wouldn't be surprised to have some lingering fog, maybe some mist. Temp to 35, so we should have improving road conditions, but just kind of a gray, soupy day for tomorrow. A little more sunshine on Sunday, and then lots of sun by the time we get to Monday. Still some 30s and 40s in the 10-day forecast, which is crazy as we get closer.
It's like your Christmas gift to us.
I know, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you want to talk about Christmas?
Yeah, we know it's 10 days out.
Yeah, so we did add a chance of a little rain or snow on Christmas Eve. Could linger into Christmas Day. Looks to be kind of a bigger low pressure system moving on in. it's a chance right now. It's 10 days away. It's like throwing a dart in a dark hallway. Like you're just kind of like, okay, we know the dartboard is out there, but where are we throwing it?
And I thought it was interesting. This morning you said if it wasn't for Christmas Eve, 10 days away, we wouldn't probably be talking about it.
If this was a regular 10-day forecast, I probably wouldn't even mention it. I myself would be like, okay, it's out there. I'm going to keep my eyes on it. I'm going to check on it. But the fact that it's Christmas and it's such a big travel holiday, I want you to be aware. I want you to know. I want that transparency between us, that there is that chance at a little rain or snow right around Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. To be honest with you, model runs last night and this morning moved it away from us. Now has it missing us. That could easily change and shift back on top of us. So we have to watch it closely. That's really all I can give you at this point. It's kind of that early heads up. Let's not cancel travel plans, but let's keep our eyes on it.
It's like 10 day, you guys have 10 day on your radar, but still 10 days so much can change.
I can tell you a good 4 days with confidence, and then after 4 days, it honestly starts to drop off. But in the world we live in, everybody wants to know. I mean, I seriously get asked for like Northern Lights forecast 3 months in advance. And I'm like, that is
So what's 2024 looking like?
not how that works. Yeah. We can give you general climate ideas and pattern ideas and those sorts of things, but anything specific like that, it simply doesn't work that way. So we'll keep our eyes on it. We, of course, will let you know any changes. I have travel plans for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day too. So I also want to know. So we'll keep our eyes on it.
Love it. All right.
Alrighty.
Thank you for that update.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, well, tomorrow marks the first of several holiday shipping deadlines that the U.S. Postal Service wants you to keep in mind. So this is really the last full shopping weekend because
you gotta start
next
getting
Sunday
that
is
stuff
Christmas
out,
Eve.
you know?
Yeah, so a couple things we want you to be aware of. Saturday is the last day you can ship first class mail if you want to make it by Christmas, so that's tomorrow. That would include small items, even like greeting cards, which is good to know. I'm still working on those. I'll try to get those out tomorrow.
Get them in the mail.
Yeah, get them in the mail. The priority mail deadline priority is December 18th, which is Monday. UPS has some different dates, but to get your very last packages delivered by Christmas, you want to make sure they're en route by December 21st. FedEx, the very last day to guarantee a delivery is December 22nd, but they do have their Express Saver deadline. That's December 19th. That's Tuesday. How about Amazon? A little bit different, of course. You can still do 1 day to 2 day shipping or even same day in some instances. So like really, I'm feeling like a pressure now that we're saying
kind
the
of
shipping.
The pressure's on. You gotta
Yes,
get,
like it's
get it
here
together.
now.
Get it together. Get it together.
Like
Let's
that,
go.
that could be the
Go
headline.
time.
Just get it together. Get it together, people.
All right. Today, exciting day for college students. Students at both UND and NDSU are going to be getting their diplomas. UND will have 2 undergraduate ceremonies today. Those will be at the Chester Fritz Auditorium at 1 and 4 this afternoon. NDSU students will also walk across the stage today. Their graduation ceremonies are happening at 2 and 5 this afternoon at the Shack.
Okay, if your holiday celebrations include maybe having a few drinks, just be careful. The Drive,
smart.
Sober, or Get Pulled Over campaign really ramping up right now. Of course, you should never drink and drive, but just know that starting today, law enforcement across North Dakota will be cracking down on drunk drivers. Nearly 40% of deadly accidents in North Dakota each year involve alcohol. You're going to see extra law enforcement on the roads, especially in the Fargo, Grand Forks area now through the end of next month too. So
pretty much.
the campaign's really ramping up. Just, be smart.
Yeah. Stay safe this
Stay
holiday.
safe. Yes, that's all we're asking. So
All right, the man accused of killing a Mercer County Sheriff's deputy during a chase now facing more serious charges. Ian Cramer, son of U.S. Senator Kevin Cramer, is now facing a homicide charge as well as drug-related charges, including possession of meth, cocaine, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. Cramer will appear in court on Monday to face these new charges. If he's convicted, he faces 20 years in prison.
Okay, Hot Mic with Dom Mizzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra, also inform.com. I don't know, Lydia, will you come back over here for a minute? Because I love doing this. We do this a lot with Dylan.
What are we talking about?
But we're going to talk about Bison football.
Talk about sports.
Because we talk about Hot Mic all the time, and sometimes, some of us watch it. And you watched yesterday with Dom, so we kind of want to get, in case you missed yesterday, you're going to tune in today. Dom is, of course, really talking a lot about this whole coaching situation.
Yeah. He wants to talk more about that than he does the game, which is funny. Because he did a poll, actually. He was asking people if they wanted to talk more about the game or the coaching situation, and people want to talk about the game. He wants to talk about the coaching situation, which I thought was kind of interesting. Yeah. On Wednesdays, Mike McFeely and Dom do a Bison Media Zone, and I watched that on Wednesday. And both of them were like, we want to talk about the coach. And yeah, so anyways, where am I going with this? What are we talking about?
So
Like the timeline?
Okay,
potentially?
yeah. So it's typically within 7 days. A winning program has coach turnover, so we know what to do in this
Yeah.
situation. Just to poke fun. So when Bull left and Kleiman took over, it was something around 7 days.
I looked it up like
Yeah.
a week, and they were like, "Wow, that was super fast."
Right, but then when Kleiman left and Entz
And
took over,
3 days.
which is really fast.
Yeah, very quickly.
So we are going on what day?
Well,
do
it was
you
broke
know?
on Sunday, so
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So,
So I was watching the Bison basketball
We're
game
like
when
on
our
day
own Logan
5 now.
Campbell, like
Broke
she
it.
broke the story. So.
yeah. So we're on day 5 right now. So yesterday during Hot Mic, Dom said if we don't hear by 5 p.m. yesterday, which we did not, obviously, we'll probably not hear anything until Sunday. They think they're going to just let it ride through Friday, Saturday, through the game, obviously, and then maybe on Sunday, maybe not, maybe longer.
yeah, maybe Monday. Who knows?
Is there a deadline for like you have to have a decision
Well,
by?
they talked about signing day, but
Right.
I don't
Oh,
remember off
right,
the top of
'cause
my
that's
head.
Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah.
So you would assume by then, so they have a direction for the
Yep.
players they're trying to recruit.
Yep,
So.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting.
It is
All
all
of it.
very interesting. And then Dom has 2 names that he is confident in leading into, but doesn't have a source or any kind of an insight. So we'll see.
We'll see.
So he'll be talking about this a little bit more. I just like,
yeah.
just all morning, on First News, we've
Yeah.
been talking a little bit about what Dom's been saying, what
Yeah.
we're thinking,
Yep.
what the rumor mill is
And the
saying.
longer it takes, does that mean it's an external hire? If it's,
So interesting.
are they in contract negotiations?
Yeah.
Because we know how that works in the TV business, how decisions are already made, but we're in contract negotiations. And so things aren't announced yet, or I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Lots of drama.
So it would be really
all
cool.
amid a playoff run.
Yeah,
which oh, by the way,
that
okay.
little
Okay.
thing
that
too.
we can go back into that. Yeah,
So
of
there
course.
is a game tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. So
And
big.
you said it's going to be nice in Missoula.
Yeah, beauty of a December day tomorrow. Montana has played some nasty snow games
yeah.
through their playoff run here in the past couple of weeks. One of them, like you couldn't even see the field. They were trying to scrape the lines. Like it was a disaster. You never know in the mountains. Mountain weather
Yeah.
is weird with weird elevations. Tomorrow looks great. 30s, partly to mostly cloudy, light wind. Big bonus when it comes to an outdoor game, of course. So
I'm very
looks like a nice
interested
day.
in what in how many Bison fans will be going.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people are probably driving or heading out soon.
hopefully,
Here.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's a ways. It's a ways.
That's a healthy drive.
Yeah, also back-to-back trips to Montana for the Bison.
Yes,
So, they've got
so-
wear on them. Who knows?
Well, there
See.
was that little Vermilion one in between, but
Yeah, that's true. 2 times
that
in a
was a
couple
quick
weeks.
stomping. Yeah. Yeah. And their 12th game in a row. So I know even our crew is getting a little fatigued,
Yeah.
which we don't blame them. They work hard. So,
Getting
sure.
close, finish strong, right?
so
All right,
yeah.
well, we've pretty much covered it for you,
Anyways.
but you can join
Dom will have
Dom
a lot more to say.
9 to 11. He'll have a lot more, of course. Like, well, she just mentioned that was part of Dom's tease is, will the Bison run out of gas? 12 straight weeks of playing. But besides the Bison, the Vikings face the Bengals as part of a huge NFL weekend, which is a weird Saturday game. I know a lot of people the Vikings play tomorrow.
Yeah, there's games Saturday
And then you lead into
Sunday,
the-
so we're getting that time of the year where there's NFL like every day.
So much football, so much football. So, well, okay, Dom's dad's going to be delivering his picks. Hot Mic live, 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com.
All right, and a limited time subscription. Right now, you can get 50% off an annual pass of full access to inform.com and all of our articles. So take advantage of that. Go to inform.news/gift. And then remember, join us throughout the rest of the day for our newscast. Next one's at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye.